Hello creation, hope you're well. I've just written this, it's only a short paragraph. It's called More To Be Encumbered. At the end of all your trials, when the noise of life has no more effect upon your presence of being, when all that once thought of as consequential is now perceived as irrelevant, when the ideologies of man have been replaced with an authenticity of the knowing self, then one will have discovered a peace not just of mind, but of the spirit and soul, and shall no more to be encumbered by the illusions set by the ego mind aspect of self. There you go. It's just one of them, innit? Excuse me a moment while I do my de-pegging. So, I think that's a fair call, isn't it? You know, I've seen that, and I won't be by myself. You know, when you are with loved ones, or when it comes to them, their end of life or end of life care, you know, that period, and you can see that they've there's an acceptance, you know, hopefully, you know, because I know that there are some souls who won't accept the inevitability of their passing, their own passing. And as I've mentioned before, I saw my dad make his peace with the Creator, his Maker, you know. I saw that in his eyes, and I dare say, not so much with Mum. I mean, she was, you know, she was poorly. It was not a nice sort of passing, really. But so there was like a lot of confusion in the finish for her, you know. She was always a devout believer anyway, you know, in the Creator, in God, if you like, if you want to call it God, you know. So she was always a very she was like I say, a devout believer. So anyway, so I just wanted to, there is a time when so looking at that, what's just been written, if or when you get to that time, doesn't necessarily, you know, have to be at the end of life. It doesn't, because some can reach that peace now. You can reach that peace within yourself now, that acceptance. This is the whole part of it, becoming the master creator of your life, in which case you can manifest your own paradise on heaven on earth, within your own body, within this 3D density, this dimension, you know. So, and that's surely what we must aim for, to achieve in our lives, is that oneness within the self. I know there's a lot of talk, and I mention it myself as well, about the coming together, the unification of consciousness and of humanity, because obviously you can't escape it. You're part of it. So, but it's up to you as to how easy or how hard that acceptance can be. you know. And it may well take massive life changes for us to you know, totally change, for us to ascend and evolve into the next stage. You know, the evolution of consciousness is going to take some what can be difficult steps to take, because as has been mentioned before, people don't like change, do they? You know, afraid of it, fear. So, but with regards to this, if you can make your peace within yourself, you don't have to wait until you're on your deathbed and you've no else left to, seemingly, to give, you know. That's the stage when I think, you know, people can either give up. Expressions of consciousness can either give up, and it's a resignation, isn't it? It's right, okay, this is it. But to find that peace, this is my point, you do not have to wait until you're on your deathbed. You don't have to wait. I saw my dad struggle all his life and work. Well, not all his life, all my life, you know. Never having told Bob to rub together, always robbing Peter to pay Paul, you know. Always with that worrying about who's good, you know, everything. The weight of the world on the shoulders. We don't have to live like that. We don't have to buy into the bullshit. We don't have to buy into the illusion that that we have to borrow, that we have to pay back, that we have to pay, that we have to. No. Once you take your power back, once you realise that you are the one who's creating your experience in this physical realm, such a liberation. That's such a liberation. There's nobody can take that from you. If they were to lock you up in a room and throw away the key, alright, physically you may not be able to get out of that room, but you're free within your heart and within your soul. You're free because you know, there's a difference. There's a difference. It's a liberation. It's a liberation of the soul, and it's a freedom that people can't take from you. They can't. Even if they take, you know, that precious gift of life, they can't take your freedom. Once you're awake to it, once you're awakened to it, no one can take that from you, regardless of what they do. No. Anyway, just wanted to share that. So that's called More To Be Encumbered. And it's about, well, the message of this is, don't wait until you're on your deathbed to find your peace within. Because if you do so, you might have another 40, 50 years of suffering. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve the best that life can offer. And if you are in the dark, you are in the darkness wherever and you're not surrounded by love, you'll be the love, you'll be the light, and you'll light it all up, and you will make a difference in this world and all within it. I promise you will. That's it. Take care.